What's up guys, Crispy Charizard here. I know I have not been making videos at all on a regular basis, but for those of you who check out my Twitter, you'll know that my internet was out for over a week. That was unpleasant. I also had a big lack of motivation lately, but I think I can get over it. So yeah, I've seen this on Twitter. It seems pretty interesting, these new mechanics, these new abilities, these new items. I mean, I was kind of impressed though with what they revealed. So, firstly, it's Galarian Weezing's Neutralizing Gas. Very broken ability according to everyone. I think it's a good thing. I've actually been wanting that kind of ability. It's less complicated than Mold Breaker in some ways, because Mold Breaker has that condition where it only neutralizes abilities when you're attacking, but whatever. Room Service also seems very useful. I'm not a competitive player, by the way, so it's not like I need these things, but I may get back into competitive battles. I haven't been in like VGC since a long time ago, and it's not really that it's not that interesting for me. Eject Pack is also interesting, but I think Neutralizing Gas is probably the strongest ability I can think of right now. Breaking Swipe is also very useful. It's probably not going to be too strong, but the fact that it guarantees a lowered attack, they have a lot of more moves like that now, with guaranteed effects. And of course, this Mirror Armor, it's almost like Magic Bounce, but only for stat lowering, not all status moves. And the fact that Dynamax Pokemon are immune to flinching, I guess. And this confirms the previous video I made a while back, where I was talking about all the various guaranteed effects of Max moves. I was correct, my moves were correct. The Ice-type Max move brings Hail, the Fighting-type Max move raises your teammate's attack and your attack, the Electric-type Max move summons Electric Terrain. It's kind of obvious. Each one either summons a weather, or a terrain, or raises one of your stats, or lowers one of your opponent's stats. And of course, we already know that Gigantamax Corviknight has a signature max move, which gets rid of anything on your opponent's field or in your field, like Stealth Rocks and Aurora Veil. So yeah, new stuff, confirming stuff. Like I said, the max moves are very useful because they guarantee certain effects. You can deal damage and summon a weather or a stat raise or a stat drop or a terrain at the same time. Normally, if you want to summon rain, like I said in that previous video, you have to use Rain Dance, which, you're wasting a turn where you could be attacked, in theory. Or if you want to like Electric Terrain. Sometimes there's abilities that can do that, but only when you switch in. But because these are moves that you have for 3 turns, while you're Gigantamaxed or Dynamaxed, for 3 turns, these max moves are available. That means that you can choose when in those 3 turns to deal damage and summon one of these special effects at the same time. Very versatile, very useful in my opinion. And that Galarian Weezing's Neutralizing Gas, everyone's calling it broken, and I think that it is broken, but I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's way too broken, because think about it. It's not like your opponent's abilities are going to be useful 24/7. Like, there's lots of abilities which are kind of, I don't know, they're not helpful at any second of the battle. So the fact that you're neutralizing them won't always be to your advantage. Sometimes it really won't make a difference. So it's not going to be over the top. But at the same time, people are only talking about all the disabilities, like Regigigas' ability, Archeops' ability, all those abilities which give a Pokemon a disadvantage. If you neutralize that with Neutralizing Gas, is what people are saying, then Regigigas becomes broken while it's on the field with Galarian Weezing. Archeops becomes broken because it no longer has Slow Start and Defeatist, abilities like that, which I've been studying in great detail for my future series. I don't know if it actually works like that. We don't have confirmation. Yes, the Neutralizing Gas is described as negating all abilities on the field, But for all we know, those abilities cannot be negated, because think about it. Moves like knock off cannot knock off items like Z crystals and megastones. And also, certain abilities cannot be neutralized by previous effects that we have had, like for example, moves like skill swap, which switch abilities, or moves like gastric acid, which negates abilities. The fact that certain abilities have effects which cannot be negated because they are so they're so imprinted into the Pokemon's obviously, Mimikyu is a good example. Mimikyu's ability is what allows it to form change. Lots of abilities, also like Schooling for Wishiwashi, allow it to form change. When it comes to signature abilities, which allow signature form changes, they usually are not affected by negated effects, like effects that negate or switch them, or something like that. So the fact that Neutralizing Gas negates all abilities, for all we know, it won't affect certain abilities, maybe only most of them. If it turns out that Regigigas' slow start cannot be neutralized because it's actually a disability, and Regigigas would be too broken if sent out with Galarian Weezing, I mean, it would make sense that slow start would be immune to Neutralizing Gas, at least in my opinion. But that's the way I would do it. I would make slow start immune to Neutralizing Gas just so that you couldn't take advantage of it. But even if I'm wrong, I don't think Regigigas is going to be in the Galar decks. A lot of Pokemon are cut from it, so it may be a moot point. Yeah, moving right along. There's a new trailer that I have not seen yet. Yeah, this is new. People are, I don't know, I've kind of been like lacking in keeping up with this kind of stuff. So this is the first time I'm seeing this one.
皆さんこんにちは。ポケットモンスターソード、ポケットモンスターシールドのディレクターを務めているゲームフリークの大森です。プロジェクトに専念するためゲームズコムには参加できませんでしたが、本作の発売を楽しみにされているファンの方々に向けてガラル地方の街を少しお見せします。
New
ここは
gameplay.
ガラル地方で訪れることになる街の一つです。
Artwork is nice.
今映っている建物がポケモン研究
Yeah, that's
所
the
です。
research lab.
マグノリア博士がダイマックスについての研究をしています。この町には駅もあります。以前ガラル地方のポケモンであるアーマーガーが町から町へ人を運ぶ空飛ぶタクシーについてご紹介しましたが、ガラル地方の移動手段はそれだけではありません。このような駅がガラル地方の各地に存在し、通勤や旅行の際の交通手段としてさまざまな人に利用されています。
They brought back sitting in public chairs. I haven't seen that since
このよ
Generation
うな外
6.
観になっています。
Oh man, one of my favorite parts of X and Y was being able to sit in
シ
any
リーズに
bench.
慣れ親しんだファンの方な
It
ら
just felt
す
so
ぐにポケモ
natural.
ンセンターだと分かるデザインになっています。
Look at me getting excited over sitting in a
新
bench.
鮮な
I'm
食材が
pathetic.
並ぶお店や
Alright.
ブティックがあります。ブティックはいろいろな街にありますので、立ち寄って最新のファッションをチェックしてみてください。
Boutiques. They brought back boutiques
ガ
from
ラル地方では
Kalos.
人とポケモンが手を
Oh
取り
wait,
合
I
って
guess Alola
産
had
業
them
を
too, but
発展
still.
させてきました。街中でも仲良く暮らしている様子が見られます。今回ご紹介した街以外にもガラル地方には美しい自然に満ち溢れたエリアがたくさんあり、皆さんを待ってい
The
ます。
angles and the
いかがでしたでしょうか。
plants, the
本
colors,
作
they're
は
just so
任天堂
beautiful.
ス
They
イッ
look
チ向けに
amazing.
11月15日に発売されます。皆さん楽しみにしていてください。それでは
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Sword and Shield. The fact that they transitioned to a new to the Switch, like, and everything is like a slightly higher like quality of animation is just so exciting. Makes me so hyped. But nothing excites me more than the fact that I can sit in public benches. That is something I find extremely exciting for no particular reason other than that it just makes sense, you know, like, because sometimes they just put something in a game and you just ignore it, like a truck or a chair. But the fact that you can now like visibly sit in chairs, that they included that in the sprites animations, like it's just so natural to me. Or at least that's the impression I got since X and Y, because those were like the highest quality games at their time, for Pokemon, that is. Obviously, I'm not going to compare them to real quality games because, there's no point, I compare Pokemon to Pokemon. I don't bother comparing Pokemon to whatever everyone else is playing because why would you compare them? They're completely different, They don't have to look the same, but whatever. Yeah, that neutralizing gas, though, there's a lot of effects, combinations with other abilities, which are unknown to us at this point. For all we know, certain abilities cannot be neutralized. Or, for all we know, like what if you switch Galarian Weezing out? Some abilities, will they activate, or they will just be stopped being neutralized? There's just so many details I need to know for my future series on Pokemon abilities, which will be a very big project. I have started out on it, but I cannot start the series itself until Sword and Shield finish their run with new abilities, because not only are they introducing new abilities, but they're introducing new Pokemon, and those new Pokemon are completely, potentially have old abilities. So unless I have a list of every single Pokemon and every single ability they can learn, that means I have to wait at least a year until all the even the mythical Pokemon that they're planning on to be released. I need to know all these details before I start the series, because I don't want to miss out on any details. So yeah, that being said, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. I have not been motivated lately. I have been a bit depressed about things, but it's no big deal. I can, cover the news as best I can. Obviously, my videos are not the best quality, but I appreciate any support that you guys can give. I have a lot of things planned in the future, but again, until I can save up just a bit more money and maybe work a little bit harder, I will be able to get some new equipment, maybe a new cam, definitely a new PC in the future. And my channel will expand when that happens, because I'll be transitioning into a semi-gaming channel, maybe start a new channel, who knows. I have a lot of games that I want to play, Pokemon and non-Pokemon included. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that I want to do, but mostly, thank you guys for watching. Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you guys next time.